We're live. We're only live tonight on YouTube and Twitch because YouTube and Twitch are my favorite places to go live. And I'll tell you about it a little bit later. I'm just waiting for everybody to get in. Alright. I'm going to share the link so everybody on Twitter knows that we're live. We're live. Let's talk. Hey Colton, hey Rosemary. What up, what up, what up? Okay. If Felix says Felix says, if I was a bad NBA player, I'd do a Kaepernick and go full viral. You know what? I'm gonna start sharing my link to Twitch also because Twitch and YouTube are what do it for me. Twitch and YouTube are my good channels because the people who are on Twitch and YouTube they're the kind of people that I like. Rosemary says Jeremy Renner's story is crazy. What's Jeremy Renner's story? What's the Jeremy Renner story? I'm gonna look it up. Jeremy Renner claims his ex. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Jeremy Renner, this whole thing is crazy. The Avengers star. This whole thing is crazy because it's basically kind of like a he said, she said. Yeah, it's basically like both of their like accusations against each other are kind of outrageous. We're talking about Jeremy Renner. His ex-wife pretty much said that he put a gun in his mouth and he threatened to shoot himself and shoot her. And then now he's saying that she's lying and that she has a drug problem and mental health problem. So it sounds kind of nasty between the two. Hey, Joe. What up? How you doing, Joe? And thank you. It's not on Periscope tonight. Diacritical, not on Periscope tonight. Thank you for joining me. Anyone who's here from Twitter, thank you for joining me. I just decided to try something new. And the thing I'll try new is to just do YouTube and Twitch because, I always talk about how, like, my loyal people that the people who I consider, like, kind of family in this live stream are the people on YouTube. Because YouTube, it takes a little more effort to watch this on YouTube. Like, you have to click, and instead of, like, with Periscope, you're just seeing everything. So if I'm talking about something that I don't want the whole world to see, I mean, it's all public so anybody can see it, but only somebody who's, like, on my side is gonna click and watch the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not a fan, if you're just here to pick up dirt or to troll, you're not gonna, but if you're just here to pick up dirt, you know what I mean? You're not gonna sit through hours of watching me. You know what I mean? Like, it would be painful for you. But if it's on Periscope, like, it's so easy. It's just there. It's just, like, in your face. So I don't want to make that easy. I want it to, I only want, like, I want to give easy access to the people who are here already. Diacritical says, you're on my TV for YouTube, iPad on Twitch. Aw, thank you. I really, I really love you people. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It kind of sounds weird when I say it, but I really like, this is my, it's like a, it's like my safe space. Every night I come here, it's like no matter what happens that day, how crazy or not crazy it is, I come here at the end of a day and I get to say whatever I want here, and it feels like I've got like a YouTube family or a Twitch family, and it's so nice to have that. And so like on YouTube and Twitch, people aren't really taking things out of context necessarily, because if you watch, like, if you like are forced to sit through like a whole hour of this, you're not gonna be, yeah, you're not gonna, you're gonna it's not just a soundbite that you're watching. And people are like, oh well, you should do more sound bites, those things go viral. And this is what I always say. I don't always say this, but this is what I'm thinking. Sometimes I'd rather just be famous to the people who matter. I'd rather not go viral, because the people who are gonna see it that don't matter, like, what are they gonna do for me? You know what I mean? So, not that I like, not that I'm like expecting you to do something for me, but it's like, sometimes just having all those haters, it just makes it worse. Like, for me, it just makes me stressed out. Anyway, that's a lot of talking. Steven says, by the way, you did nothing wrong talking to Jacob Wall. I don't care for the guy, but I've always liked how you know and do things in good faith. And you know, I saw someone today and he's like, why didn't you ask about his securities fraud? And I was like, I really don't know. Like, I really don't know about it. I just knew about what I saw that day. Oliver says girls want to feel like people care about them. Hey, get in. Hey, get in. Hey, my groove, Mr. Groove. Mr. Groove says, I don't think you have haters. Oh, level up delivery. I saw your message and I didn't respond to you. I forgot. But I saw your message. I did see it. And I was like, because when I read your message, so someone actually sent me this scoop earlier, before all of this was like really popular, okay? Right now, LeBron James is trending, okay? Right now, LeBron's trending. Daryl Morey's trending. It's all crazy, right? But someone sent me someone losing their baby? Someone sent me the scoop, like this stuff earlier, and told me to talk about it. And I looked at it and then I forgot to look into it because I didn't really know what was going on in Hong Kong. So I didn't think, like, I'd have to go back and do research and everything. So, yeah. All right. I'm reading your comments. I shouldn't keep stopping to read the comments, but you know, it's distracting. So, yeah, so I didn't get back to that guy, and I didn't actually do it yet because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna read up about it, and I never read up about it. So, there it is. Okay. So, Oliver says, does anyone else feel like a loser watching Pardes this often? I feel it strongly, but reality is reality. Dude, you are not a loser for watching me. I am so cool. Like, seriously. I mean, I'm coming here and talking to you. Stand in solidarity with Oliver. You're the worst. The worst. Okay, so, it's fine. Okay, alright. It's fine. You're like a cool loser. See, like, this is why I started doing this, because that's what I watch. Like, I literally will watch people's live streams every night just because it's like a thing, you know? So, thanks everyone. Thanks for the support. Okay, I'm getting really distracted. So basically, this is what happened with LeBron. This is what happened with LeBron. Oliver, don't quit YouTube. I'm gonna be sad. So, okay, so let's give like a clincher since I really don't know anything, okay? So I really don't know anything about LeBron or China or the NBA, but I'll tell you as much as I can. So, this is what happened. The NBA people were playing in China, okay? And then in China, and then what's Daryl Morey's job again? What's Daryl Morey's job? Okay. So, Daryl Morey. Okay. Houston Rockets general manager. Okay. He tweeted in support of Hong Kong. He tweeted, "Fight for freedom, stand with Hong Kong." So basically, he's supporting the Hong Kong protesters, you know, like Hong Kong wanting to be freed from China, because China has this rule that they put in place, which is that they can, at any time, they can go into Hong Kong and extradite prisoners and like arrest people from Hong Kong. And Hong Kong is like, no, this is our shit, you need to get away. And so now there's being a bunch of clashes between Chinese authorities and people in Hong Kong. And so the world is like, stand with Hong Kong, because Chinese government is very, very, they're very oppressive. And this isn't just propaganda. Like, oftentimes we say, like, oh yeah, like, people saying this is propaganda, people saying that. And usually it's complicated, but with China, it's not really complicated. Everybody on the right, left, this, that, like, everybody agrees that the Chinese government is very oppressive. There's no secret. The Chinese government censors speech. It's a communist regime. Their leaders, and even communists, will agree. Like, you know, American communists aren't communists in the way that Chinese communists are. So even people who call themselves socialist communists in America, even they'll say, oh, like, the Chinese communist regime, that's not, you know, that's not the right communism. That's oppressive. So even they'll say that, because really, really they are, you know, they censor speech. Like, I remember I wanted to go visit my friend in China, and she's like, yeah, you know, they just, you know, Twitter is not, like, Twitter is banned. You know, you can't use Twitter. And I was just like, what? I can't use Twitter in China? And she's like, oh, well, it's fine. Like, you know, we'll use VPNs. And I mean, that's just one example. But also the way that from what I understand, there's kind of like this upper class, like this elite class, which is like the communists. And it's kind of like an unspoken power, like dominant power, which everybody knows that they have to stay in their place, not speak out against this, you know, power class, or else they're gonna get in trouble. Right? Okay, so Oliver says, to be honest, China is a little less authoritarian than the media says, but yeah, it's still authoritarian. Yeah, probably also like I mean, we pump it up a lot too because we're in competition with China, like the United States is in competition with China, so we do pump it up a lot. But also objectively, they're, and so what happened was Daryl Morey tweeted in support of Hong Kong. The Chinese government reacted badly to his tweet. They put out a statement saying this is, you can't, basically don't criticize us. That's what they said. And there's, it became like a whole fight. Like they were like, don't, they said a strong dissatisfaction. They released a statement saying they had a strong satisfaction, stating that anybody with a conscience would support the efforts made by Hong Kong's Special Administrative Region to safeguard Hong Kong's social stability. In other words, the ability to extradite people from Hong Kong in case the Chinese government feels like it. And then, because of the Chinese statement, other sponsors and sponsors began to get afraid, and they started pulling out of the Houston Rockets. So basically what happened is the Houston Rockets were in danger of losing $25 million. Okay? And then in response, members of the United States Congress wrote a letter to, who is Adam Silver? Who's Adam Silver, guys? NBA commissioner. So basically they wrote a letter to NBA commissioner calling for the NBA to suspend all relationships with China until the government-controlled broadcasters and government-controlled commercial sponsors end their boycott of the NBA activities and selective treatment of the Houston Rockets. Okay. Am I saying this right so far? Jack says if Hong Kong protesters weren't rioting, smashing shops, attacking police, but peacefully protesting, they'd get more sympathy. Okay. Oliver says Chinese people are probably a little confused because they see the entire American media non-stop attacking the American president. I think it confuses them. Yeah, it's probably confusing. Matt says, well, Chinese communism technically isn't communism. Their economy isn't communism. They just call themselves communism for fun. Yeah, I mean, even the communists, the self-described communists that I know in the United States seem to not like them. Paul Nye says, lately it seems Twitter is run by commies. Oops. I lost your comment. Okay. All right. So it's an information war. It's basically everything is about between us and China. And I feel like all these different wars that have been happening over the past year or 2 years are really about China. And now it's all coming to a head. It's not like, so basically like all these articles are like, yeah, it's all because the Houston Rockets general manager Daryl Morey wrote a tweet in support of Hong Kong, and that caused the Chinese to be mad, and that caused everything to fall apart, and then LeBron James is now like slamming down Daryl Morey for his tweet, which he deleted the tweet, but now LeBron is being all like he shouldn't have said that, actions have consequences, words have consequences, and it's like, dude, what are you doing? He's now like licking the feet of the Chinese government, and everyone's like, what are you doing? What's going on? Like, what? And so this whole craziness is happening, but it's not Daryl Morey who started it. It's been going on for a long time. Like, everything we do is literally about China. Venezuela is about China. Iran is about China. You know, like, Cuba is about China. Like, everything that we've been doing, it all just goes back to China. Like, us trying to compete with China. And now it's all coming to a head. And so, look, I don't know so much about China personally. I just know that every time I read a story, every time I try to understand why we're in certain wars, every time I read about something, like, guys, I really don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. Like, I don't, like, I have to read about it a lot. And every time I read about, like, another war or something that's happening, it always ends up just being about China. And so, so it's really interesting to me that this is all coming to a head. And in fact, I think that this is going to be it's just gonna become worse and worse and worse. I don't think that this is just something that's gonna end. I think this is gonna become worse, and I think people are really afraid of the Chinese government. Some people are saying, Michael Tudor is saying it's possible some of the vandals are not actually from Hong Kong. It would be a cunning thing for another country to do this stuff and destabilize Hong Kong, giving the Chinese army more reasons. Level Up says this is just on the sports side. In the gaming community, there's boycott Blizzard movement. So what's the Blizzard movement? Blizzard movement. So, oh wow. So there was a professional gamer who backed the Hong Kong protests, and the gamer was suspended? What? Ugh, I hate the Washington Examiner's website. Like, I really hate it. Blizzard is what's Blizzard? It's like a gaming company. They basically suspended their player, this one player who expressed support for Hong Kong. And, okay, so this makes sense. Diacritical says Blizzard makes a lot of games, some are owned by China. Okay, this makes sense. So a gamer was suspended from this company because of his support for Hong Kong. And it's crazy because it really seems like a lot of people are this afraid of Hong Kong, of China, of the Chinese government. So this many people are afraid of the Chinese government. And it's crazy to me that LeBron is so afraid of the Chinese government that he's willing, like, look on Twitter, look online, the amount of backlash he's getting. There's even this guy that everyone's kind of freaking out about. Oh, what's this guy's name? Enes Kanter. So I don't even know the players, but Enes Kanter is apparently a really big player. And even he came in and was like, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you doing this? SMH. He's like, what is wrong with you? Enes Kanter. So this is what he says. Wow, dude. SMH. He puts like a grossed out face, like an emoji that's grossed out, and he says, haven't seen or talked to my dad in 5 years, jailed my dad. Sorry, haven't seen or talked to my family in 5 years. Jailed my dad. My siblings can't find jobs. Revoked my passport. International arrest warrant. My family can't leave the country. Got death threats every day. Got attacked, harassed. Tried to kidnap me in Indonesia. Freedom is not free. Okay. So this is okay. This is Enes Kanter. So Enes Kanter is some other player, and he's like mad at LeBron. Guys, forgive me if I'm saying the names wrong, because I really don't know about this stuff. I just, from what I understand, there's a bunch of players and they play games. I'm kidding. No, from what I understand, everybody is in some way connected to China economically. And so people are afraid of losing business. People are, a lot of it is probably about money. I mean, people are afraid. Even like big tech companies, people are always talking about, don't say this, don't say that. Google made their own form of Google for China, like a censored form of Google that would only show specific sites according to what the Chinese government wants. So big tech companies, media outlets, apparently this gaming company, now NBA players are showing support for the Chinese government, or at least they're staying away from backing Hong Kong protesters because they don't want to lose business in China. Because, all right. Okay. Ira says we've lost her. Guys, what? Chugel? What's Chugel? Nate, your content with the V word was blocked. So say it again, but just say it a different way, because speaking of censorship, YouTube is blocking these comments. So, and it's not, I mean, it's an algorithm. So if you use any, not even bad words, but any sexual words or anything like that, even even just saying your genitals, names of your genitals, it's gonna get blocked. It's gonna get demonetized. So, and it's gonna get demonetized if I unblock your comment. So just try to say it again. If you want, say it again. Just don't use bad. Say Virginia. Say Virginia. That's a good idea. Say Virginia. Matt, your comment was also blocked. Matt, your comment had the word death in it, so it got blocked. So, okay. Ira, your tests are both getting blocked. Okay. Ira, all of your tests are getting blocked. Okay. I don't know what Punani is, but it's not blocked. Alright, so Nate had an interesting story, but I can't see it. Nate, the word terrorist is blocked. The F word is blocked. So just don't say any word that's like negative. Does that make sense? Don't say any word that's negative. Alright. go to another topic really quickly. I'm kind of excited. Alex is saying something in Chinese. It's probably a bad word, but your comment was not blocked. So, congratulations. I don't know what it means. I'm actually going to Google it right now. Did not do anything wrong. China did not do anything wrong. Is that what you said? China didn't do anything wrong. Oliver, your comment was blocked. I'll read Oliver's comment. Oliver says, alright, I think I enjoyed myself sufficiently here. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Americans can suck it, pretending it is in November or something near Christmas. Why is that blocked? The word suck is blocked? That's weird. I just unblocked your comment just because I literally can't find anything. Like, I literally can't even find why. I think it's the word suck and then it after that. Matt says Oliver's trash Canadian chat trash. Matt, your comment is blocked. Okay. Honestly, this is so dumb. Censorship is dumb. And it's crazy, like, while I'm talking about censorship, this whole thing, I'm talking about censorship, about how you can't shut people up from saying things. People want to speak out against the Chinese government in a free country, in a country that's not oppressive. People can speak out about the Chinese government if they feel like it, without, big tech is now kind of a government for us because everything is on big tech. We're kind of reliant on big tech. It's more, in a lot of ways, more powerful than, not more powerful than the government, but in a lot of ways they have more power than the government. And then the media, because everybody relies on social media for everything. Even the media relies on social media for everything. And so us being censored by social media is another form of crazy censorship that we're all afraid of. Matt says I have to use Newspeak to trash talk YouTube now. So, like, I don't know why in this case trash wasn't blocked. The whole thing is really confusing to me, and it's just, today Carpe Donktum was banned from Twitter, like momentarily banned from Twitter. So that was, like, it's just kind of scary because people make their entire livings on social media, or like, their entire relationships, their livings, like, people become so dependent on big tech, and then big tech can suddenly just drop you in a second, intentionally or based on an algorithm, just for something that's like an algorithm just detected the word trash in your comment, literally. I mean, some of the comments I don't understand why they're even blocked. Gideon says I have a wife on Twitter and a husband. Michael says you are very unwise to rely on YouTube for your living. I mean, but people do. Like, people build, on YouTube or Twitch or Vimeo or whatever, like whatever video platforms they build on. And people don't make money on Vimeo, I don't think. But Facebook, people make money on Facebook. Thinking that they're gonna make a living, or they become reliant on it. Even people who don't intend to be reliant on it, they become reliant on it because they're like, oh my god, like, I'm making money from this, and then it becomes a lot, and then it's like an addiction, and you're like, oh my god, it keeps coming, and you're like, wow, and then suddenly they'll just drop in a second. It's like scary. Okay, so Ivan the lawyer, I just unblocked your comment. I don't know why your comment was blocked, but Ivan the lawyer says Twitter is containment board. Read my tweet about it, Pardes. I will give a thumbs up and subscribe if you complete this important mission. No, please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm reading from my laptop. I see your comments on my laptop. I also see your comments on the screen, which is why I look at the screen sometimes. But, right. Staboy says, have you tried getting on Ra's show on Twitch? You know, I'm subscribed to Raw. I don't, think my height. Guys, my height is, I'm 5'7". Ta-da! That was easy. No, I'm not 6. I'm not like 7 feet tall. Okay. Bart says she's a good cam girl, Ivan. So Bart, your comment was blocked also. I think the word cam girl gets you blocked. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so. Alright, so I didn't tell you this, but, oh wait, before that. So Carpe Donktum is a guy who makes memes. He basically makes memes about Trump and CNN and, you know, all these movies or stuff like that. And not always, but oftentimes he'll use clips from movies. Alex sent me a super chat to tell me that I'm a cam girl. Alex. I am not a cam girl. So, okay. All right. Thank you, Alex. All right, never e-girls. So, Carpe Donktum gets banned from YouTube, okay? Carpe Donktum, you guys are distracting me. Do you know that? Do you know that you're distracting me? Okay, I'm just saying, like, maybe just comment a little bit less. Because it's like, I just see your comment, and now I'm, like, reading it, and now you're distracting me. This is so dumb. I'm just like, okay, I'm just not gonna read your comments. I'm gonna try to not look at it, okay? So Carpe Donktum makes this video. So Carpe Donktum basically, like, he takes like video clips, like movie clips, and like the actors in the movie, sometimes they're really funny, like he'll put faces, he'll put like logos of different outlets or faces of different politicians on the heads of these like characters that are moving around. So like, let's say, you know, there's a monster in one movie and the monster is destroying another monster, like, you know, after a debate, for example. Like, I remember there was, like, after the debates in 2016, monster was destroying another monster, and like they'll make Trump the, you know, the winner, and he's like, you know, fighting all the other guys, the politicians. So this guy, I mean, that's what he does. He makes memes. And this time he made a meme, and he's been doing this for a while, and like this time he makes a meme, it was Trump destroying like all these different media outlets in a church. And but it's from a movie. I don't remember which movie it was, but it was like, oh, it wasn't Carpe's movie? TLH says sometimes Pardes seems retarded, but she's obviously smart. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, you know what? I do seem retarded sometimes, but Okay, so thank you, Alex. Alex is testifying that I'm a real girl. Thank you, Alex. In case anyone was curious, I am real, and I am sometimes seen as a retard. Like, people really think I'm dumb until they see how many followers I have on YouTube. Because the more followers on YouTube that you have, the smarter you are. You know that? You have more followers on YouTube means you're smarter. Anyway. Okay. Oh, you know what? Retarded is blocked. This is so funny. But actually, you know why TLH's comment went through? Because he spelled retarded with an H. So you just spell it wrong. Anytime you have a word that you think is, anyone else who wrote retarded got banned. So Alex didn't get banned because he put spaces in between the letters. So if you're gonna say anything that's gonna get banned, that you think might get banned, just spell it wrong, or like make the spelling wrong so the algorithm doesn't catch it. Okay. All right. Ugh. So yeah, carpe. So apparently it wasn't carpe. So I don't know if it wasn't carpe. So there was this meme that someone made, and it was like, you know, Trump attacking media outlets and character, and it happened in church, and people were like, oh, it's a church massacre. Trump is killing people in a church massacre. And so they're like, you know, Trump supporter violent meme video, and he's killing people in a church. And so so I didn't realize that wasn't carpe, but I guess carpe diem, I don't know why, but they banned him from Twitter. And then and then people were really, really, really mad. And so Twitter unbanned him. Boogaloo Bob says your stream about not being a retard was the funniest shows ever. Was one of the funniest shows ever. Someone spelled retard wrong but still got banned. Guys, even the people who are spelling retard wrong are getting banned. Guys. Oh, this is so strange. Someone wrote, okay, so let's make codes. Let's make code words, and I will, in fact, you know what? I think I might make like a list, and I'll put it on like Twitter, or I'll put it on like my website or something, and it's gonna be a list of things that you can use instead of words. So like for the R word, instead of saying retard, instead of writing retard, you can say, could you say riptard? Reptile. So instead of retard, you can say reptile. Or we'll make up a word. It will be like riptot. And then if you want to say, if you want to say boobs, you can say bobs. If you want to say like the P word or the V word, you can just say peanuts and Virginia. And if you want to use the C word, you can say candy. And if you want to use the F word, you can say flower. No, you can say fruit. No, you can say Flanagan. You can say fark. That's a good one. And if you want to say the B word, if you want to say the B word, you can say beach, like going to the beach. So like you're such a beach. My Groove says, are we for real? Guys, I'm serious. This YouTube stream, they will ban, Twitch is actually much better at this. Twitch is much better. Like, get in and, you know what? You know what's so funny? Twitch is, oh my gosh. So Twitch blocked Diacritical and Twitch blocked Serrano. That's so strange. Twitch blocked Diacritical, and it says reason is identity. Diacritical said you have a Chinese shill there, and Twitch blocked that. Serrano says Farfig Newton. I don't know what Farfig Newton is, but Twitch blocked it, saying the reason is identity. So strange. YouTube is freezing? That's strange. Apparently YouTube is freezing. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's kind of tricky, but as much as you can when you're saying certain words, just use code, and I will know what you mean, and people will know what you mean. Farfig Newton was a Volkswagen ad, is what Diacritical says. My Groove says, come on, Twitch guys. It looks like Twitch is a little bit better. Like, people can say the P word on Twitch. You can't say it on YouTube. So Twitch is actually censoring a lot fewer comments. So if you guys want, you can come over to Twitch. Twitch is good too. I always talk about how, like, is Twitch, like, I think Twitch's quality is also pretty good. So definitely go on Twitch more also if you want. Okay, so Carpe Donktum is back. And another thing that I wanted to actually mention is it's really interesting because Megyn Kelly is going back to Fox News. But she's not going as a host. She's going as a guest. And she's going to be on Tucker Carlson's show. She's going to talk about this movie that was made about Roger Ailes. Did it come out yet? Bombshell. Screening of Bombshell. And it's a movie about Roger Ailes. She was in it. She was a character that was played in it. The character was played by Charlize Theron. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but so she's gonna go on Tucker's show and she's gonna talk about it. Megyn Kelly is basically one of these people who she left Fox for NBC because they were offering her a lot of money. And then she screwed up at NBC, and now she's out, and now nobody wants her because the left doesn't want her. Left-wing media outlets don't want her. Right-wing media outlets don't want her. Nobody who supports Trump wants her. So basically, and then nobody who doesn't support Trump, but like because the thing with her is that she she often tries to play both sides, so people don't trust her. They feel like she's being phony. And this is something that I say for myself and I say for everybody, like, it's just like not a good tactic. It always, I see this happen so many times where people are trying to play different sides, and people hate them. They get in trouble because it comes off as phony. So if you really, really do love everybody in your heart and you're fine with everybody, then that's one thing. But if you're like pretending to be both sides, people will get under, they'll get under a case. Okay. Gideon says, I saw a bunch of people talking crap about Megyn Kelly. See, like, the CRAP word would not fly on YouTube, but it works on Twitch. So, okay. So, I mean, I find it interesting that Megyn's coming back to Fox, because people at Fox obviously don't have the best opinions of Megyn all the time. She left with, not the best exit. Now that Shepard Smith left, it's going to be interesting. Tucker says he announced on his show, she's got a lot to say, and I hope you'll watch it. And knowing Tucker, I think he will probably poke a lot and ask her a lot of questions, or at least be very forthcoming with her questions. And all right, it's gonna be her first TV appearance too, since she left NBC, and maybe she'll try to get back on Fox. That would be interesting. And it won't be the thing with Fox is that even if you do get in beef with them, like, the thing about Fox, which is to their detriment and also to their favor, is that Fox only cares about money. Like, they literally don't give a shit about anything else. So if favoring a certain political candidate will bring them more money, they will favor that political candidate. If whatever it is getting them more viewers, that's what they'll do. So people say Megyn Kelly will never get back on Fox. I don't think it's completely ruled out. Like, I think for now it's ruled out, but Megyn Kelly, I think it's ruled out because of views, okay? Because nobody wants to watch Megyn Kelly. She's kind of irrelevant. People don't really care about her. But if this Fox interview with Tucker goes well and she gets a lot of hits, if she does somehow manage to get herself in the public spotlight again, okay, I think Megyn Kelly might have a chance at getting back on Fox if she manages on her own to try and get back in the spotlight, which could be very hard. So that really actually will have to do with her, not necessarily Fox. But Fox really just cares about money. I've seen so many times people who left Fox in disgrace, worst relationship with Fox, or were rejected to Fox. Actually, before I started working there, I was rejected like several times in the past. I mean, like, years before. Like, I got rejected years before because I was applying. I was like straight out of college. And then I forgot about it. And then years later, they reached out of the blue. And it was like because they already had it from before. And so, like, sometimes they'll reject people, or they'll fire people, or like they'll just part ways with people. And it could even be, and I mean, mine wasn't even a negative thing, but like there were some people who parted ways in a negative way, and then they'll go back years later because Fox just cares about the ratings. They just care about the money. And so if Megyn Kelly proves herself to be like amazing, and she somehow like breaks out of this weird like place she's in, then I think she could get back on Fox. Thank you, Mike. Okay. Oliver, your comment was blocked because you said the word fetish. Should I unblock it? Guys, should I unblock it? Is fetish like it's kind of not even a bad word at all. I mean, it's like not at all. It's just a tiny bit sexual. Ivan says Rupert Murdoch is still in charge behind the scene. Nate says Trump bukkakied Meghan hard, his victory ruined her. But is Meghan ruined for life? I don't know. Oliver says if the elite can somehow figure out a way of getting Trump to lose in 2020, then she has a road to get in. Guys, I've seen a lot of people talk about the likelihood of Trump getting impeached. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. Okay, so, like, I'm just reacting to my surroundings. I know a lot of people who are, like, hardcore Trump supporters and who know everything, you know, people on the inside, and they're predicting impeachment. Some of them, the people that I'm talking to, are predicting impeachment. So I don't think this is the end for Megyn Kelly. I think that Fox will, if she will bring the money, they will hire her. Foreign Fly says Fox hired Donna Brazile. They would hire her back. So the thing is that Nate says Pardes, he won't be impeached. The Senate won't do it. The House won't even do it. You're living in D.C. That's true. I'm living in D.C., so I am surrounded by a lot of people who are very sure that Trump will get impeached. But it's true that, I mean, they would need, like, how much? Like 16 votes in the Senate in order for it to happen? No, not 16 votes. They would need 16 Republicans, right? Was it 16, the number? They would need 16 Republicans to vote in the Senate to impeach Trump. And that would be crazy, right? If 16 Republicans vote to impeach, to overthrow Trump, to remove Trump from office, because those Republicans will be the most hated people in the history of Republicans. And the Republican Party is so divided because there's like so many, you know, conflicting people in it. And, you know, Republicans, even more than hating Democrats, will hate Republicans who are going to be against Trump, or are going to be like, they're, you know, are going to be in their mind like betraying whatever they're doing. So because a lot of, I mean, there's been a lot of, like, you know, a lot of Republicans are not actually very Republican. Ironically, a lot of Republicans are just, you know, running on the Republican platform because they know it's popular, but they don't actually believe in this stuff. They don't actually believe in Republican stuff. It's all, at the end of the day, it's like everything is a game. It's like all, you know, I'm not actually Republican, but I'm going to run on this platform because it's going to be, and because, you know, it's going to get me the most votes, or it's, you know, I know what the talking points are. I know what's going to get me in office. So, and then, you know, people do it on the Democratic side too, you know, non-socialists or not people who aren't real Democrats will go and vote on, will take the Democratic platform because it's beneficial to their campaigns. It's going to give them a leg up, you know. Okay, so Oliver says Trump might get impeached, or Warren might beat him in the ballot box, or they might steal the election with voter fraud, or they might win with electronic voter hacking. I don't know. You know, whatever happens with this, whatever happens with the Trump impeachment, I'm very happy to not be working for any of these people. I'm not working for any, I'm freelance. I'm not working for any of these media outlets. I'm not working for any of these companies that are, linked to political stuff. Even, guys, even Fox, I mean, not even, but Fox, like, they do, it's not just media. It's not a media outlet. They're very political. I don't know about, like, MSNBC or these, like, other media outlets, but I know that Fox, for sure, I know they for sure they're very much in deep with, right now, the current administration. So, in a lot of ways. And so, and I don't know how it is in the other media companies that I didn't work at, but I'm very happy to not be working for any politically backed media outlets. Any media outlet that's in any way being helped by, taking money from, or communicating this closely with politicians or PACs, political PACs. Because it really is poison, and it's going to just keep getting worse. It's going to get worse over the next year. It's going to get worse over the year after that. It's going to be really heated, especially when an impeachment vote is coming. Whether or not Trump will be impeached, there will be craziness happening, because here's what's going to happen. If he doesn't get impeached, everyone will go crazy, and there will be some, the people who don't like Trump are going to get even more enraged. The people who like Trump will become, and so it'll be like, and then if he does get impeached, I mean, that will be crazy, because it would mean, if he does get impeached, it would mean that 16 Republicans have betrayed the Republican Party. So then that would be like a crazy war in itself. And so then there would be a whole war there, and then it would just be crazy. The whole thing would be crazy. And like, I told my friend, I tell my friends, like, I would stay away from all that. Not because I'm a coward, but just because if you're too small to matter, not that I'm saying you're small, but I'm saying if you're too small to matter, if you're gonna put your life on the line, you're gonna put your name, your face, your entire livelihood and everything out there, and you don't have enough power to back yourself up, what good are you gonna be? You know what I mean? If you're not even gonna use like an anonymous name or whatever for whatever you're doing, and you're gonna just go out there, put yourself out there in support of this or that, like, who are you helping? You're just gonna get destroyed and squashed in this battle, This is somebody else's fight. This isn't your fight. You're a peaceful person. You are a nice person. You're loved by your friends. You're loved by your family members. You're gonna go and become part of a fight between people who are politicians, who are like a lot of just really corrupt people. Like, it's just a messed up system. We've got a lot of corrupt people, and it's gonna become crazy and messed up whether or not you're in it. Whether you're in it or not, there's gonna be just craziness happening. So it's better to just not make yourself a target for that. Just be peaceful. And you know what? By you being happy, be patriotic, support your country, be loving to your fellow American, be loving to your neighbors, be loving to people no matter what their political views are. like Ellen DeGeneres, she supported, she was like, oh, like, I love my friend, because she was sitting next to George Bush in a photo, and people, like, everyone lost their shit, and she said something like, just love everybody. That's it. All she said was love everybody. And they were like, how could she say that? How could you love a war criminal? How could you love... But, you can't love him because he did this and this and this and this. And it's like, you know what? That's why this is so toxic. Alex says, what do I do when I don't feel very loving, though? Seriously. What do you do when you don't feel very loving? You should do things for yourself. You should do things for yourself. You should, like... You should, like, I don't know, make yourself, like, a warm bubble bath and read a book in it and, like, eat chocolate cake while you do it. So, like, be in a bubble bath that's, like, really hot and eat, like, delicious chocolate cake and read your favorite book, and maybe you could even put, like, very, very light yoga music in the background, and maybe even candles, and just give yourself the most amazing evening ever. And just for yourself. Don't let your phone be there. Don't let anybody be there. Don't talk to anybody. Just you and Alex. Just you and yourself. And you're just enjoy it. And once you start, like, really, really loving yourself, Matt says Pardes pushing hippie trash. Alex says, I don't know, but okay, Pardes, I'm going to try. He says, I love myself, but I don't feel loving. You don't have to feel loving. It just comes natural. It really just comes natural. Your guys' comments are just insanely funny. Like, you love yourself, but you don't feel very loving. You can't control how you feel. Like, people are awful. People who judge you based on your political beliefs, like, I really hate it. I mean, I really get angry and enraged. And sometimes it's like almost impossible to. Sometimes you have to block certain people out. Like, basically, recently I had a really, really tough time with some people, and I was telling my therapist about it. I'm like, how could I just do this and this without responding to them? They're saying these awful things about me or to me, or they're just being so mean, and I hate it. I hate it. And she's like, you just don't play in their game. You just completely cut them off. Make it as if they're dead. And you cut off all path to communication. Mute them. If you're following them on social media, if you're anywhere, put yourself almost in a bubble. And keep them out of your mindset, because they are contaminating your mind. They're making you the person that you don't want to be. Because when someone sees you out in the street and you're projecting negativity, they're not thinking like, oh, why are you it's not the Twitters or the Periscope. I'm just using that as an example. But like, when someone sees you in the street and you're just this awful raging person, okay? They're not saying, oh, like, Alex was hurt by this person who, like, judged him based on his politics. Alex was, bullied. Alex was punched in the face because he was wearing a MAG hat or whatever. You know, like, they're gonna say, like, you're just so awful. They're not gonna say that. Although I'm guessing you're probably really nice in real life too. Alex says, I love myself. I don't love my enemy. I'm no Christian. Alex says, well, I'll make the chocolate cake from scratch. Oliver says, I don't love myself, but kind of deep down inside, I'm very confident, even though I'm a loser, probably. It's a mystery. Nihilism equals confidence, says TLH. Thank you, Jesus. Right. Just, Felix says, just hate everyone, so when people annoy you, you already hate them, so it's not that bad. You know, actually, loving yourself also means that you can hate people freely. It's kind of like a weird thing. It's kind of like you have compassion for yourself first, so having compassion for yourself means that you do just allow yourself to hate and be angry at everybody. So you basically do really, really allow yourself to feel what you're feeling and stand up for yourself. Be like, that person is bad. I hate that person. That person is really, really just bothering me. But once you do that, you can't stay in it. You can't stay in that mindset. You let it go. You let it out, and then you block them out. You let it out. This is awful. I hate this. This person is doing this and this and this to me. I'm not going to let it stand. I'm not going to stay in this relationship with this person or this thing or whatever is happening. So you let out your anger, you let out whatever punishment it is or whatever, and then you end communication completely. You block them out of your life. You block them out of your mind completely, okay? And once you do that, Oliver says, I don't really like Jewry, but is it possible that you failed by leaving the community? If you're really honestly a Jew, maybe that's the way for you. Oliver says, girls are stupid. Though, just forget about logic and find a guy you like, then follow what he tells you to do. Well, hopefully this is helpful. Paul and I says, they want reactions. Their lives are miserable, and they want everybody's life to be miserable too. Gideon, I've not been listening to Tony Robbins, but maybe I should. Gideon wants to see me pissed. Do you guys want to see me pissed? I actually do get pissed sometimes, but I feel like it's like people think it's annoying. Should I do like a live stream when I'm really angry? I get really angry sometimes, but I have kind of like gotten myself in this mindfulness, like, oh, like, I try to just be like compassionate to myself, like, okay, I'm feeling like this, you know, like, okay, so I recently had like trouble with some people, and I don't know, like, it was kind of like this relationship where I felt like they kept treating me negatively, but then it was fine, but then they were treating me, like, it just felt like bully, and it was like a consistent thing. And I don't think they realized it, what they were doing or whatever, but finally I pushed back. And then there was this whole crazy thing. It's like I pushed back and whatever, and then I completely ended it. And that was like, I feel like that was like a really good way of reacting. Like I didn't react well the whole time. I should have like ended it earlier, but that was my, like, sometimes hating someone, like sometimes, like if you do hate somebody, sometimes the worst punishment is just cutting off. Is just not, I didn't break up with a boyfriend. Someone's saying I broke up with a boyfriend. In fact, I've been single for a while, and it's actually been pretty helpful to be single. Like, not dating has been very helpful. Because if I was dating, it would have just added so much craziness to my life. Actually, I was going to say, like, Gideon says, do a stream where the whole point is for you and the chat to just totally go off on each other. Like, major vent session about whatever. You like it better when I'm drunk and high. That would make a good stream. Okay, guys. I get angry sometimes. I really do get angry sometimes. And when I do get angry, it like really, really shocks people. And I feel bad, actually. Like, when I get angry, I actually feel bad for the other person. Because, like, it's kind of like I'm so nice, and then suddenly it's just like, pew! And you're just like, what happened? And it feels almost like two-faced. You know what I mean? Because you're, like, not expecting it. Like, if I was mean to you the whole time, then that wouldn't make a difference because you were on guard. Like, you were prepared. But, yeah. So, I could do that. I could be just, like, really, really, really mad. Okay. It's like a Monday night. It doesn't feel like a Monday night. It feels like a Friday night. Is that weird? It's like a weird thing to say, but it does feel like a Friday night. I don't want it to be Tuesday. I don't want it to be Tuesday tomorrow. Alex says, thanks for the suggestions. I will try them. I will review them and try. You can review them, and then you can post a video online and tag me, and then I'll retweet it. Or, even better, I'll put it on my live stream and I'll play it. I'll play it on my live stream. I forgot to put in a video. I should have, see, the thing is, like, I keep forgetting, but I should have totally, like, played the clip on this. I keep forgetting, but this app, Prism, allows me to, like, play clips, like, play video clips on it. Okay. Ira says, please drive careful. We can't afford to lose you. Okay, so thank you, Ira. I'm not driving, but okay, but anyway, before I leave, I want to just say, first of all, if you haven't subscribed already, let me see how many followers I'm at. This is actually really cool. Subscribers, I mean. Alex, thank you so much. Alex? That's really cool. I am at exactly 1,700 subscribers. So I only need 300 more subscribers to hit 2,000. Alex Extenpillis says, Alex, put down your wallet. You need rent money. Okay. Mom stream. Why does everyone want to see my mom? Alright. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Alex. Alex. Now I have to stay. Alex is my favorite live chatter. Barry says, I'm subscribed, but I missed the live streams, but I watched the videos. Okay, so Alex is gonna send us a video of him in his bathtub with the bath bubbles while reading a book and eating chocolate cake. And so anyways, as I was saying, only 300 subscribers left until we hit 2,000. And then I also get to, in 2 weeks from now, I'm actually going to go to Hell. I'm going to a city in Michigan called Hell, and it's not far from Detroit, so actually I'm going to go there, and it's going to be like a Halloween vlog. And so, because I've been vlogging twice a week, and it's basically for anyone who wants to follow my personal life, you know, where I go, what I'm doing, you know, who I'm hanging out with. So you get to see that, and it's kind of like a glimpse, you know, twice a week, glimpse into my life. And sometimes it's not so interesting, and sometimes it is, but yeah. So that will be my Halloween vlog from Hell. So I hope you enjoy that. And see you all tomorrow night. Oh, we've got some people from Detroit here. You got some people from Detroit? Oh, no, you're kidding. You're saying that your town is hell. No. This is literally hell. Like, I'm literally going to hell. Gideon says, is Pardes 12 or something? Not sure she's old enough to stream. I'm not 12 and my mom is not 30. She's pretty young, but she's not 30. I'm 26. Yeah, my mom is really young. Like, I don't know if you guys know how old my mom is, but she's really young. She had me when she was really young. She had me when she was 17. Okay. So, she's not 21. She's not that young. Okay, so, alright guys, see you all tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and, alright. Farty is asking if there's a big gap year between my parents. Yes, there is. Alright, so a big year gap. Okay, so anyways, see you all tomorrow night, and, yeah. That's it. Bye! Subscribe, like this video. Go follow me on Twitch, because Twitch, I'm thinking of doing a movie night on Twitch. So, that's just, I have to figure things out, but like, we could watch movies together on Twitch. Not on YouTube, because YouTube has all these copyright stuff. Okay, see you all later. Bye!